Hi, I'm Ella Shockley.
And I'm Jazlyn Suarez.
Welcome to the first episode of Blake Buzz.
Today we're going to be looking at what it's like to go back to school during a global pandemic.
We look at some political posters created by some of Miss Dressel's art students here at Blake.
We'll hear from one of our seniors as she explores race and justice in this very unique year.
Also, we take a look at a Blake High School tradition called a Teacher's Thanksgiving.
And finally, we'll catch up with the graduate of the class of 2019 as she embarks on a very cool career.
All this is coming right up on Blake Buzz.
Sophomore film major Bodie Rodriguez shares what it's like to go back to school during the pandemic. We learned from his limited social interaction that the hardest part about e-learning is e-learning itself. Take a look.
My name is Bodie Rodriguez. I'm 15 and this is where I spend most of my day. School's changed a lot for me. I remember when I was little, my parents would ask me if I was excited for the new school year, and I'd always respond with, well, I don't like school, but at least I can see my friends. And now I can't even have that. It's been weird not seeing my friends every day, but with apps like Discord, we can connect and play video games or just chill out online, which has helped a lot with my very limited social interaction. The social aspect of e-learning has also affected many of my classes, especially film. Film has always been a group-oriented process where you can bounce ideas off of your teammates' heads and you all work together to create one solid script or idea. And now I just sit in my think tank. Yeah, I don't have much to work with. At least e-learning makes my mornings easier. I usually wake up and brush my teeth, get dressed. All you really need is a shirt because you've been wearing the same pair of shorts for 3 days.
Hey, just because it's true doesn't mean you have to make fun of me for it.
Actually, that's exactly what it means.
Yeah, alright.
Eat, and then hop on a Zoom call and start my day. Even if it's better for my mornings, it's not better for me. It's an odd thing to say, but the hardest part about e-learning is e-learning itself. Just the simple fact that you're doing everything through a screen is the most brutal part of it all. So the question is, if I have the option to go to school physically, why am I even doing any of this? My father owns 4 restaurants around Tampa with his business partner and close friend. Before COVID, they would have multiple people such as the general managers or sous chefs help around at all of the locations, but now it's just the 2 of them. And so if one of them gets sick, they have to shut everything down until everyone that works for them gets tested. So to limit the risk of that ever happening, I stay home in my little tower like some kind of prisoner. But honestly, I'm not that scared because Flynn Rider from Tangled seems like a pretty cool dude. Online school has been an adjustment to say the least. It's hard to tell what day it is or how much time has passed since all this started because at this point time is just an illusion. E-learning is somehow taking a hands-off approach while simultaneously making you feel overwhelmed by the work you're given. No, it's not perfect right now, and no, it's not for everyone, but it's all we have, and we have to make do with what we are given, and hope that the day when we can all emerge from our little quarantine caves will come just a little sooner.
Wow, I never knew e-learning could be that hard.
Thanks, Bodie, for that insightful look into your daily life. Hey Ella, have you seen those political posters created by Miss Dressel's art students?
No, I haven't, but I heard they're amazing.
They are amazing. Here's a look.
Wow, really great work and powerful images. Such a cool assignment. Thanks for sharing that with us, Jazz.
You're welcome.
On that topic of politics, senior Brittany Blake conducted several interviews with current students and recent graduates on the topic of race and justice, a hot button issue for this current year. Let's take a look at some of her responses her interviewees had.
Hi, my name is Charlie Bing. I am from Tampa, Florida, and I am currently a first year at the Florida Agricultural Mechanical University as a political science and mass communications major.
Hi, my name is Samaya Alexander. I'm a Spelman College student majoring in theater performance with a minor in psychology, and I am a past graduate of Blake High School, and I'm a creator of Once Upon a Crime.
Hi, I'm Lily Sheeler, pronouns are she, her, and I'm a current senior at Howard W. Blake High School in Tampa.
Hi, my name is Graham Sheeler. I use he, him pronouns. I'm an alumni of Howard W. Blake High School in Tampa and a current sophomore at Middlebury College in Vermont.
The simplest way to define it without having to go into like the different layers of racism is basically when one group is in a position of power and they use their power to oppress other groups. As far as the racial state in America today, as most people see, police brutality has been a permanent impact on how the African American community has dealt with law enforcement. But for anybody who knows their history on anything to do with America, we know that this issue is not new. It is now just being recorded.
I feel like everybody is going through a state of realizing how deep history goes. I feel like people are starting to realize that police were originally slave catchers.
Modern day slavery and Jim Crow has taken on new forms in the 21st century. As we've seen, like the increased police brutality, the militarized police force that we see in the streets against Black Americans.
Again, when we're looking at the system and how the system was built, when you go back to the foundation of America, people often like to refer to our founding fathers, and you have to remember our founding fathers is literally the image that we still use in America today. A bunch of old white men who make the decisions for everybody.
I feel like once we can look at a judicial system and put in people, vote in people that are adequately trained to understand the systems of oppression that are already created against minority groups, we can start to create a change in our actual documents that deem other people worthy to be in America.
But I think the main focus right now for me, and I think should be for other people too, is just to continue this mission of abolition. Again, abolition of prisons, abolition of the police force, as well as other racist systems that continue to this day.
Such an important message for everyone to hear. Thanks for sharing that.
Hey Jazz, have you heard of Teachers Thanksgiving?
No, I haven't, Ella. What's that?
Well, every year at Blake, the TV and film students go to their favorite teachers and ambush their classes, and they read them thank you letters, and we film it. Let's take a look.
Dear Ms. Galgani,
Always
I have only known you for a short amount of time this year, and you have quickly climbed to the top of my favorite teachers list. This passion with which you speak about photography is truly inspiring, and has taught me to further open my mind to what I consider to be art.
And I want to say thank you for being the most welcoming person at Blake. During summer theater before my freshman year, I felt like I had a home at Blake because of you.
Hey Addie. Dear Miss Cat, thank you for making your classroom a welcoming environment and always doing your best to help everyone do their best. I look forward to your class every day.
I know I only had you for the first quarter, and I know I don't have you anymore. It's really sad to me. And even though I don't have you, thank you for during the first quarter making the lessons fun and enjoyable.
I have a letter for you.
Okay.
Dear Miss Levita, thanks for being who you are and being such a good teacher. I feel like I can talk to you about anything. I know it's been a about 3 months, but I feel like I've known you for a long time.
Hi, Mr. Stenberg. It's Ava from your 7th period piano class. I'm in TV and film, and every year we do a thank you video to one of our teachers, and this year I decided to pick you.
Dear Dr. Nyland, by far you are my favorite teacher this year. From the beginning of class where we talk before Zoomers get on, to the awkwardly quiet Zoomers with no cameras on.
Dear Miss Freed, I've had you for 2 years in a row, and I really wish you were my English teacher this year. I really enjoyed your PowerPoints about grammar in the beginning of the year. I mostly liked how I was able to ask you for help anytime I didn't understand these ridiculous spring word questions.
Hi, Miss Berna.
Miss Berna.
Hello.
I know I don't have you this year, but I had you last year, and you're a very good teacher to me, and you taught me a lot and how teachers should be. I want to give thanks to you.
Oh, thank you.
Last year I really thought I was going to hate chemistry, but you made it my favorite class. I thought it was going to be so difficult, but you talked us through it, and if I ever needed any help, you completely got me through it, and then I ended up passing with an A, and I never thought that was possible. You were so sweet, and you were really scary and intimidating at first, but you ended up being one of my favorite teachers.
Oh, thank you.
Before you, I've never met a teacher who cared so much about her students. On my first day in 9th grade, as a scared freshman, I walked into your class not knowing what to expect besides what I had heard from my sister.
Dear Mr. Miller, I know I'm certainly not the most diligent student by any means, but I greatly appreciate you as my psychology teacher. Every day I come to class, I listen to your lectures intently, even if I don't appear to do so. I never really wanted to learn psychology, but the way you phrase lessons in interesting ways will always be appreciated.
I'm very thankful for Miss Willis Barrett, my avid instructor. She's been in my life for about 4 years now, and she is the most selfless and loving person I've ever met.
It is clear to see the amount of effort you put into teaching and how much you genuinely enjoy it.
You're one of the most helpful teachers here, and I know I can always rely on you if anything is going on or if I have any questions. Miss Johnson, I'm not your student anymore, but you're still one of my favorite teachers. I miss your class every day, and I'm so thankful that we can still come to your class anytime and just talk to you. I know we did this last year, but I wouldn't want to choose anyone else.
And I also enjoy our little talks in between these classes. Thank you for being my favorite teacher.
It just gives me something to look forward to. It's always fun. You do your best. Even with the dad jokes, they make me laugh every day, no matter how silly they are. It's something to look forward to, and you always try your hardest to include the online students.
And even though I'm not one of your students anymore, you left a huge impact on me, and I feel like you always have my back in your class. You are so easy to talk to and fun to be around. I miss your class every day, and I was so sad that I got quit short. You're my favorite teacher at Blake.
You are funny and kind, and your positivity is contagious.
Not only do you care about your job, but you care about the students you're doing it for. And thank you for welcoming me with open arms, and thank you for making Blake what it is and being a resource for me. Blake wouldn't be the same without you, and thank you for doing all you're doing.
But you exceeded my expectations entirely. I can truly see every day the passion you put into your students and teaching us about the beautiful aspects of the deaf world. I know that even after high school, I will always remember the impact you had on me through the last 3 years. I know sometimes I can be a little difficult to handle in your class, but I appreciate you putting up with me. I promise when you're old and you lose your memory, I'll visit you.
You're just an all-around amazing teacher, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for just being you and helping us out in every way possible. It really means a lot.
You're such a good teacher, and keep doing what you're doing. Thanks for being there for me, and I hope you have a good Thanksgiving with your family. I'm so thankful that you are my teacher.
I have learned so much from you already, and I can't wait to learn more. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, thank you!
Oh my gosh, thank you, Devin.
I know when I first came here the first day of school, you told me I just sit in the back, and you was like I got easily distracted. But you told me you was gonna be hard on me from day one, and I really appreciate everything you do for me.
Yeah, no problem. You caught me off guard. That's good. Thank you. It means a lot. You got a lot going for yourself. You just got to push yourself.
I hope you have a great Thanksgiving.
I love you so much. Oh, virtual hug. Oh.
I just want to let you know that I appreciate you as a teacher and thank you for putting up with me and Lila's antics. But most of all, I miss your contagious laugh and I love you so much.
Oh, you guys are so sweet.
Thank you so much. That was so sweet. I needed it today.
Wow, that's so cool. I'm sure all the teachers appreciated that. Thanks for keeping that tradition alive.
Hey Jazz, does the name Amanda Lockhart sound familiar?
Actually, yes. Was she on an episode of The Resident?
Yes, she was. She's also a graduate from the class of 2019 TV and film program. I caught up with her to see what she's been up to in the most recent segment of Where Are They Now? Hi, welcome to the first episode of Where Are They Now? We are first interviewing Amanda Lockhart. Thank you for letting me interview you today.
Of course, thanks for having me.
What did you originally want to do when you left Blake?
So when I left Blake, I was planning on focusing on broadcast and anchoring and reporting. And that's kind of what I focused on when I was at Blake with all the competitions that we did and everything. But when I graduated, I kind of decided that was, when you go into broadcast, it's so fast paced and you're on such a time crunch all the time. And I thought about it, and I just really do enjoy acting. I've always enjoyed theater and everything, so I figured I would take a gap year and try my hand at film acting, which I had done in Blake, but doing it on a professional scale is a different thing. And I figured, why not give that a try?
Yeah, for sure. That's super cool. So was it easier than you thought to break into the business?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was last October was like the craziest month of my life, because I was sitting on my couch in Tampa, not doing anything with my life. And then next thing I know, I'm on set getting asked to stay on for all of season 3 of The Resident. Everything just happened so fast, and you just have to find one little in. And once you get your foot in there, even doing something as little as background work, once you get your foot in there, you start meeting all these people and you start making connections, and it's like such a big family, and you start to realize that more and more as you go along. And it's just, it was a lot easier than I anticipated it was gonna be.
What advice would you give to Blake students right now that want to pursue the same career as you?
The best thing to tell you is to do your research, figure out what you wanna do, take every opportunity that comes your way. Never say no to an opportunity, even if it's not exactly what you want to do. It's the best way to do it, because you never know. You never know what could really pique your interest, and you never know what could really open doors for you. You never know who you're going to meet, anything like that, So just take every opportunity that comes your way, do your research, and don't wait for someone to give you an opportunity. No one's going to do that for you in this industry. You need to take what you want and run with it.
Thank you so much, Amanda Lockhart, for joining us on the first episode of Where Are They Now? I hope you have a great rest of your career, and good luck with everything that is yet to come.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. I'm really glad I could make it. Good luck on your segment. Have a good year, guys.
That's so cool. We wish her all the luck in her exciting new career.
We'd like to thank everyone for watching this episode of Blake Buzz. I'm Ella Shockley.
And I'm Jazerlyn Suarez.
See you next time on Blake Buzz.